Hello world, Dave here, you may call me Mowdownjoe. Welcome back to Let's Play Penny Arcades on the Rainslick, Precipice, Darkness 3! And I decided to swing by the Class Pin Shrine again, just to chill out after that very revealing, story-heavy last episode. So, what would happen in... Let me guess, we unlocked the secret pins that are references to Cthulhu Saves the World and Breath of Death 7. Gee, you know, I'm all for referencing your old stuff, but that's fine. Anyway, apparently, so we'd have to level all of these pins to max level, is what I'm guessing we have to do, so... And yeah, there's more statues of more pins for you to check out and read all the cool stuff that you can get out of it, so if you want to go for that. And yeah, and I figured, you know what, Jim's the real mage here, let's go ahead and put him on the Elementer. He'll be the one to take the most effectiveness out of it. We could, and I don't know, Apocalypse seems more fitting to get to Tycho. Thematically, anyway. Thematically. It doesn't seem that good to me, and I still have yet to find anything that actually does significant damage with it, but we'll see what comes out. Maybe using it enough would prove useful. But anyway, after that revealing last time, and I figured, well, we might as well go Dr. Blood Blind. And shame on you, Mora, for taking a job from Dr. Blood. You think with a name like that, it would be pretty damn obvious that the guy is, I don't know, he at least has blood on his record of some kind. But anyway, yeah, last time I bought some new stuff, nothing fancy. It's how bank robberies usually work. You never really plan these things thoroughly. You can't plan everything. Yeah, that's typically how banks work. You gotta make them secure. Although, how do you get the money in? He's a dumb brute! He's been nothing but a dumb brute in this whole game. I really don't think you're gonna be going anywhere there. And of course, they go ahead with the Family Guy style gag going too long, and then, yeah, a cape. It does look kind of cool, though. I wear a cape now. Capes are cool. I'm sorry, the developers, I'm pretty sure the moment I saw that red phone box, I'd say that the developer has been baiting me into making Doctor Who references. The no-no box, but... So, his organs are gonna light up in fire? Well, he's already been using fireball spells already, so I doubt really that's gonna change things. So yeah, let's continue. We're gonna rob a bank today! Lovely! This can only end in disaster. Or jail. Or us being locked away like the Ghostbusters and everyone thinking that we're absolutely batshit insane. But yeah, we've got some cool new skills since the last time, so nothing fancy. Let's just save the cape. I don't want to lose that cape. And we got some Visor Misers and Baton Rouge Rogues. These guys, they're nothing out of the ordinary, but this is where the enemies start to ramp up in strength, I would say. So, yeah, these guys, nothing too hard. Just come at them with your best skills, and it better damn well be your best skills, because they're gonna actually be coming at you with large groups and hitting relatively hard. Enemies are getting harder now. It's getting late game. I mean, we're already in Chapter 6, folks, and if Cthulhu Saves the World and Breath of Death 7 don't taught me anything, this guy likes to keep 8 chapters going, with a bonus 9th chapter for post-game stuff. But yeah, this is pretty much just... We're not going to be dealing with anything out of the ordinary here. Just go out with whatever auto attack stuff, with your guards and dangerous bees, your called skeletons, and let them auto attack through a little bit. Deal some to weaken the enemies while you go ahead with the strongest attacks you have in your disposal. If you want to switch. So it's just very basic stuff right about now, and I am so thankful that Ice Spheres have cost 1 HP, because having to wait up for Tycho to charge up his most basic spell is just awful. It's just awful. He really shouldn't be doing that. Jim, you had 2 MP there. You probably could have gotten away with the Dark Wave. I don't know what I was thinking when I chose that one. But anyway, yeah, these guys have a lot. These guys are MP on these guys is starting to get up there. There's still nothing too tough, but we should definitely watch your toes a little bit. Just watch your toes. Take them. Soften everyone up as well as you can, and just go out with whatever would be the most effective group hitting spells that you happen to have. Like have Gabe use Berserk and Ice Wind, and have Taika use Ice Wind. Have Jim use Dark Wave or Tremor, whichever appeals to you more. Just go all out with anything that hits groups, and things should work out relatively well. You want to soften up large... I mean, they're coming at you with large groups. Soften up large groups. It's about as straightforward as you can get. They're coming out relatively well. You'd think that, considering this is a bank, the enemies would be worth more money. Yeah, well. Well, hopefully that golem over there will be worth money. Yeah, we got a copper golem to deal with, as well as some more visor misers. I have no idea why a golem is in a bank. There's some... Dr. Blood must be storing some weird Elder God voodoo here. Although that makes me wonder if Cthulhu would know exactly what would happen if... so yeah, these guys... The Copper Golem doesn't really have any particular weaknesses. He's resistant to physical attacks, though. So, just go all at it with whatever you got. He's got a lot of HP and he's pretty strong, but you should be able to deal with them with relative ease with whatever spells you happen to have available. Just don't bother having Gabe go at him, because physical attacks will just kind of bounce off of him. He really does takes next to no damage from physical attacks, no matter which way you slice it, no matter what element it has. So toss all your spells at him, and have Gabe mostly focus on the visor misers, and this battle should go with no difficulties whatsoever. And 5,500 HP. And I think the last time we dealt with something like that was, well, a guy that happened to deal, I don't know, had 11,000. And that was on a regular enemy after a boss that had 7,500. You'd think that would be a pretty big signal that bad things are happening. Very, very bad things are happening. But yeah, these guys, nothing out of the ordinary. Well, we've dealt with the visor misers already. They really don't have anything threatening at all, so just deal with them the way you deal with anything else, and hopefully that copper golem just won't flash into oblivion. Come on, you know you want to turn into a T-Rex or something. Wait, the T-Rex is a total relatable level. You do get to a T-Rex transformation, though. And the shrine tells you there's supposed to be a 4th dino transformation. I have no idea what that would be. Ooh! And more have to learn slow there. That's really nice for boss battles, for obvious reasons. Although it only lasts for 2 turns, but hey, you got a character that happens to have a ability to interrupt as well. So yeah, and I guess, and sadly, Prophecy still hasn't learned any damaging skills, though poison works. Anyway, we've got a Shrub Niggurath, and a Swipe Rider. Swipe Rider does not actually use Swipe. It's not going to be invented until 90 years after this game's set in. Love Swipe on my phone. Anyway, off topic. But the shrubs, those guys, resistant to ice, weak to fire. God, it's been a while since we had an enemy that's weak to fire, isn't it? Actually feels a little refreshing. But yeah, but outside of that, just go at it with your best fire spells on the shrubs, and just pound the Swipe Riders into oblivion. They really don't have anything special to them. Just make sure that you go with whatever best thing they have, with your best spells, best abilities. You get the gist right out. Go all out. There's nothing. You really don't need to use any debuff. You don't even have any debuffs besides slow, come to think of it. But you'll be fine with just That would be nice if they actually had some debuffs so far. I mean, I realize, you know, Blind Run, still don't know what's to come, but if the best debuff that we happen to have is Morris Slow, well, that's a little sad, because, I mean, Slow's good, don't get me wrong. In the context of this game's battle system, Slow is theoretically could be really punishing, and then you add in Morris Interrupts, and then it's like the guy will never get to 2 turns that'll pass to actually not have to deal with Slow anymore. But it's still, I would feel, I don't know, it'd be nice if I can actually lower the guy's defense or offense. I mean, we got plenty of buffs at least. We got plenty of buffing abilities, even if they're mostly just target one guy. But we got plenty of buffing abilities to kind of tide us over. But oh well, things. Yeah, this game is interesting to say the least. I'm happy with what we have, though. Sometimes you just gotta be happy with what you have. Yeah, this battle took me a long while, just because I was quite unfamiliar, and as you can see, and as I've probably pointed out many times throughout this LP, and probably in Cthulhu Saves the World a little bit, that is bad. Long battles are bad in this game, and pretty much most of Zeboid's games, because then you'll just end up with them having much more damage than you can actually deal with, because they'll just keep building and building and building momentum until they just knock you down a peg or 2. I really don't know why I bothered to Triceratops there. It doesn't. None of the transformations, as far as I'm aware, come with any buffs, so they do have some very clever. They do each have like a certain attack chain that they'll go through, and the Velociraptor has like an interrupt, then a strong heavy attack, and then a magic buff, which is why I gave the Dino Sorcerer class a gem, just because you know, in worst case scenario, when we find an enemy that's resistant to all magic, I can go ahead with that and just keep using Velociraptor to buff up his magic as well as deal some decent damage with gems, since he's, well, not much into punching people. He's just a head. He can't punch. But yeah, ooh, Tube Samurai learns challenge there. That's a nice little skill for it's a taunt, and that can only be used in defense in the Tube Samurai's defensive stance. But it also puts him it also gives him a defense. It also makes him defend. So that's so speed buff there, less damage, real nice. Ooh, classic Penny Arcade enemy right there. Yeah, and this challenge makes the battle so much easier, because the enemies will only target Gabe at first, and as we go along, and if he ever dies, he'll end up they'll target Tycho, and then Jim, and then Mora, and things, and that's when bad things will happen. But Gabe is going to be taking on a very heavy tanking role there, so just Hexoskeleton him, get him in defensive stance, and just maybe even throw in a second Hexoskeleton if you're feeling it, if you're worried about the damage these guys do, and then just go all out. They don't have anything none of these guys have any special weaknesses, and I'm pretty sure the only thing you really have to worry about is, I mean, obviously the Flesh Ripper there is resistant to darkness, but outside of that, you really don't have anything to worry about with these guys. They deal some relatively heavy damage, I'd say. I mean, not super heavy, but they'll probably be a little annoying, but Flesh Ripper really more so, though he's pretty frail. And really, once you've dealt, and just keep Gabe healed is really the way to go with this special condition battle. There's really nothing fancy about it. Just keep Gabe healed, go at it with your best multi-targeting attacks, and just wear him down, and you'll come out of it relatively fine. So it's just yeah, hell, I could probably even throw in a Velociraptor just for funsies, because these guys are gonna be weakish, I'd say. I mean, merch there isn't gonna be that hard. I'm actually surprised. Although surprisingly, he actually ends up taking the. He is fast though. Merch is fast though. It probably would not be a bad idea to throw slow on Merch, just because of the fact he's so fast. He doesn't do a lot of damage, but he's much faster than Flesh Ripper, so you can probably. So if if you wanted to do something, you could probably go ahead and just slow merge there. That diversion on Velociraptor there is he targets it pretty smartly. I'm gonna give the AI credit in this game credit for actually knowing who to target with certain abilities. I mean that's the problem with the Dinomancer abilities, is that they do force you into an auto attack state and you have no control over it. There's a set AI routine that each state goes through, so you can actually just look at the Dino Sorcerer skills and figure out exactly what they'll do, and you usually can plan well that way. But there's still the fact that you are stuck in that routine until you finish the routine and change back. So it is, and while the AI is smart enough to know who to use diversion on, and disembowel at least, and it does, you have to kind of take what you're given. Disembowel probably could have been a heavier hitter on Gabe, probably. I have no idea. I just know that the first video I watched of this is like a little early that some guy got an advanced copy or something, a press copy somehow, and well, he ended up using Dinomancer and Gabe Climb, which is kind of weird, not really magical. Anyway, we're almost done with this episode, but let's check this chest out. Ooh, we get buffs, which is a item that buffs your character. So yeah, we get buffs. We get buff items for use, and well, I'll check them out next episode. But right now, I think we're pretty much done. I wonder if it's all stats up or just certain stats. Yeah, we'll find out soon enough. Until next time, everyone. We're gonna continue this heist soon enough. Until then, I'm Dave. Remember, don't alert the bank manager. Take care, everybody. Or golems.